Hey, let me hear if you were here the first show. Now I gotta do different jokes. Hold on. No, really, I'm not. They weren't jokes anyhow. Nobody laughed at the first show. Just want to point out, it was interesting. Nicole with the foundation texted me in early April. They were messing around down here, and she said, texted, "I'm getting nervous." I texted back, "Why?" She texted, "Jerry Kurtzweiler told us how much toilet paper to put out. He said we should only need one row for the ladies." After a long pause, he said, "If you need more, then it's a piss poor performance." So, just in case, we will be discreet. Just come on up and I'll holler out your number. Got these locally in town. Keep it in the county, man. Now then, around 1975, there was a movie in here called Jaws, and we need your help here. The Astra Theater Memorial Choir, the Jaws theme. Can you give me some love in here? Louder, I can hear you out there. Just did that for me. More than 3 decades have passed since I first witnessed from the safety of my ancient Swiss theater seat a monstrous great white shark called Jaws indulge in a feeding frenzy of actors. From its first victim, a skinny dipping blonde, tugged and jerked violently by an unseen underwater predator with a hunger for torso, to the final victim, Captain Quint, a crusty shark-killing maniac fatally bitten when Jaws decides to board his sinking boat, the Orca. You could always tell how suspenseful a movie was at the Swiss by the squeaking of its old torn seats. The night I saw Jaws, the theater was a squeak fest. Moviegoers twisting and sinking and bouncing and screaming in their loud seats, gripping their sticky chair arms like life preservers. I was 10 years old when Jaws swam to Tell City, Indiana. To this day, no movie has left a lasting impression on me the way Jaws did. Never before had I seen anything so frightful and graphic on the silver screen. A boy about my age devoured in broad daylight while floating on his raft. Traditionally, hadn't horror movies told us we were safe during the day? A bloated human head popping out of a sunken shark-bitten boat. A man's pale severed legs sinking to the bottom of the sea. I became an unscripted victim of Jaws. The great white scared me so much that I boycotted Saddle Lake the rest of that summer, certain that a freshwater equivalent of the shark-toothed beast was waiting just beyond the ropes, a giant catfish perhaps. If it was a movie, we would call it Whiskers. I received permission to sleep on my parents' bedroom floor the night I returned from the movie, and the next, and the next. I gradually moved my sleeping bag into the hallway until eventually, seemingly swimming seasons later, I found the courage to sleep in my own bed again. But by then, Jaws 2 was released. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into your bedroom. I have seen Jaws scores of times since 1975. I habitually rewatch it in the summer, each time relieved when Chief Brody finally blows up the shark, turning the man-eater into a shower of Technicolor chunk. Jaws holds a special place in my horror movie heart because it was the last movie to really scare me. I cling to Jaws even more today because it reminds me of how scary a movie can be to a boy just as he enters his second decade of life. Unfortunately, that same boy must grow up too quickly and no longer fear the scripted horrors that Hollywood hashes out. Let's face it, the curse of adulthood is that movies can no longer scare you. I also watch Jaws as a reminder of the importance of the Swiss theater, and the Astra for that matter, that towering one-screen wonder with sticky floors, a crybaby room, and dreaded bouncers who threaten to drag your butt out onto Main Street for throwing popcorn at the screen. Although the Swiss has been closed for decades, even now I can watch Jaws and still hear the squeaks, still taste the Oompas candy and sweet black cherry pop, still recall the Friday night popcorn wars as the kernels flew through the dancing rays of the old projector lights. Not long ago I watched Jaws on TV again. I can't think of a better movie to watch on a Saturday night. As Brody and Hooper, the marine biologist, paddled towards shore and the movie credits rolled, I fought the temptation to call my parents to see if I could sleep on their floor. I did not sleep that night. Thank you.